What up, y'all? What's good? Let's talk about it. What's good? Ain't see y'all in a few days. Happy Thursday. Weekend coming up fast. Let a few notifications go out. Everybody have a blessed. I hope y'all had a blessed week. We gonna talk about this Pooh Shiesty shit. Notifications go out as y'all come and hit the like, double tap. Hit the like. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. Rick, what's going on? Now this Pooh Shiesty shit gotta be the this gotta be the most dumbest. This gotta be one of the most dumbest shits that happened in the industry in the last 20 years. So you telling me that the feds raided Pooh Shiesty crib after coming home from doing 5 years for allegedly robbing Gucci Man, kidnapping him, robbing him at gunpoint, and making him sign a contract? Big no-no. Before we give these niggas record deals, we need to educate these niggas on do's and don'ts and what to do in the music business. Because that could have been, that's, what's the use of having 30, 40 niggas around you, right? If they gonna let you crash out and do dumb shit. Y'all could have stayed in the hood in the projects and did dumb shit all day. Why wait till y'all get to the M's? Why wait till y'all get to the millions to do dumb shit? Kidnapping the CEO of your label to get out of a contract is the dumbest shit you can do. Like, people, the Suge Knight era is over. Niggas will tell on you. Gucci a stand-up nigga. I don't think he gonna go to the authorities, but they got these niggas on footage. They got phone calls. They got tower readings from phones pinging. First of all, you kidnap a nigga at gunpoint while you on an ankle monitor. First of all, you ain't been supposed to been out the state of Memphis. This happened in Texas. Then it's threats. Your pops was there. Like, what do we? What if you can't get no good advice from your own parent, something wrong, man. Something wrong. I want to know who was around them when this shit went down. You telling me that you be having and Big 30. Can't forget about Big 30. Big 30. Everybody locked up by the feds right now. The feds raided this crib. Everybody's locked up in the feds and they got proof, video surveillance, tower pings, this, that, and the third. Yo, y'all are not. I hope y'all know y'all not coming home no time soon. Y'all not coming home no time soon. They gonna try to smack y'all with a 20, 30-year sentence for that robbery and all that. He said Gucci Man is on meds Gucci Man wrote a statement. Oh God. Oh man. I'm too old to wear a do-rag on my head. How I'm too young, yo, to keep my twist done. Yo, how you gotta be to not wear a do-rag no more? What type of question is that, Emily? Yo, take that off, Grandpa. It's just a do-rag to keep my hair, my to keep my hair good. He said it looks horrible on everyone. I hope it don't. You ain't just picking me out, but it's a do-rag. I'm in the crib. But they got the father. They got Pooh Shiesty. They got Big 30. What the hell was y'all thinking when y'all did that? See, it just go to show you nowadays, niggas don't even, niggas don't even, niggas don't even think about the consequences of the actions. Cause there's no way in the hell y'all thought y'all was gonna get away with that. Yeah, get her out of here. Don't need fans like that. Yeah, I got her out of here. But we need a hip hop academy. I think we got to bring back artist development back. We got to give, I think when you give a person a contract, you got to give people some literature because you can't get in the hip hop game and think you're going to handle the hip hop game like you would handle a drug deal. You can't handle the hip hop, the music business like you would it's a drug deal. That's the parallel of the street. People think they can come from the streets into the music business, and if they got a problem, they gonna put their hands on somebody or kidnap somebody. Like in this situation, nah. You know how you gotta handle people in the music business? With lawyers. That's how you gotta handle it. Any other way to handle a situation in the music business is uncivilized. Because nowadays people is telling. They writing statements, they're going to court, it's investigating this, it's federal raids, it's snitches, it's informants. It's no way, it's hip hop cops, there's no way to beat this. It's no way to beat the bullshit that goes on in the music business. Everybody done got jerked, everybody done signed the whack contract. But at the end of the day, you got to understand how to conduct yourself in the music business. And if you think you're going to conduct yourself in the music business like you would do that a nigga that owe you money on a block, you going to find yourself exactly where they got Pooh Shiesty back in the federal system after doing 5 years. Yo, bro, with the evidence that they got, the surveillance and all this, and he super violated his parole by being on home confinement and being in Texas, why that happened, yo, bro, they gonna send you up the river. They can't wait for you to fuck up so they can make an example out of you. Dirk is going through it. Like the new era of the guys that's really getting the bread, like the Big Daddy Kanes and the Cool G Raps, they wasn't getting the money that y'all niggas was getting. So that's why the older guys, they be kind of bitter and upset and kind of standoffish because they wasn't seeing the money that y'all is seeing. And y'all coming in the game and y'all fucking the bag up. Yeah, they want me to be sitting in a bonnet. I'm not sitting in no bonnet. Yeah, they saying Gucci Man told. I guess Gucci, I guess Gucci looking at herself as a civilian now. But like I be telling niggas, I be telling all my street niggas, they be talking about they gonna get in the music business. I be like, yo, first thing you gotta change when you get in the music business is you gotta change, you gotta change your mentality. Cause if you think you're gonna get in the music business and handle it like a drug deal, you gonna find yourself incarcerated for a very, very long time. You gonna need a new phone number. I heard the father told, not Gucci. And I just go to show you, your own dad there, he can't. If your parents is around you and they can't give you no good advice, what are they used for your dad to be around you? See, this is what happened in the situations when the kid is the breadwinner and the dad be playing the manager and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, everybody in it for the bag. They don't care about the morals and the integrity you gotta have in this game. They don't care about that shit. And that's be the downfall of a lot of rappers. They team be full of yes men and they watch they watch you supposed to protect the money. You're never supposed to let the breadwinner crash out. If the money crash out, it's no more bread. Y'all back to the block. Y'all supposed to protect Pooh Shiesty at all meanings. By any means, y'all supposed to make sure he doing the right thing. And that's not only rapping good and looking good. That's by making smart decisions in this game. One slip up, they gonna send your ass up the river for a long time. There was no money is one big illusion. Nigga, it's public information. The fuck wrong with you? Paperwork is out. GQ found the facts before you speak. The whole rap game rats. But now, it's crazy. I think Fed's got like 8 people in custody right now, including Pooh Shiesty and his dad. Not a good look. They rap for little money and attention and a brand deal and fall off. Yeah, yo, my nigga, like I said, the Big Daddy Kanes and the Cool G rap, some of your favorite rappers, they wasn't making none of the bread that they saying. The bread that y'all might see in a month, they might have not seen in 5 years. Y'all might make that in a month, what they might not have seen in 5 years. And I'm talking about, imagine doing 100 shows to make 100,000, getting 1,500 a show, 2,500 a show. Niggas wasn't getting 30, 40,000 a show back in them days. You have to be a special type of nigga to get top dollar for a show back in the day. Yeah, they gonna turn that into a RICO. Kidnapping, robbery, extortion. It's not gonna look good. Peace. Peace. King Hazy, what's going on? Yeah, a lot of people gonna learn from other people's mistakes. Pooh Shiesty, boy. This new era, I don't think they like freedom. I don't think they know how precious time and freedom is. I've been fortunate not to ever go to prison, so Pooh and his pops going to be sharing punks in there. Yo, that's crazy. And how did like, and that's why they going that's why they gonna try to make an example out of them because this is like you got the supervision of your pops. Your pops supposed to be steering you in the right way, not the wrong way. But due to the fact that you the captain of the ship, everybody's gonna listen to you. I don't want to have an entourage and nobody can't tell me shit. If you can't tell me that I'm bugging out or I'm doing the wrong thing, it's no need for you to be around me. That's what I got you around me for. To when I make my mistakes or I'm crashing out, you're supposed to be there to persuade me to do otherwise. But if you got everybody that's egging you on and letting you do wrong, everybody is to blame. Not only Pooh Shiesty, everybody's to blame. That's one thing about niggas I came up with. We wasn't letting each other crash out, man. Before we go into violence or anything, we gonna sit down, we gonna smoke, and we gonna be like, yo, we gotta think this over, cause if, if we do this, we gonna be at the point of no returning. There ain't no returning after you go to a certain extent with certain things. Everybody know there's consequences and repercussions to every action that you do. So before you step out off this porch and go fire off a gun or do some maniacal bullshit, focus up. Involving your father's crazy. Nah, the paperwork. Yeah, he ain't even finished his first fit. This is what I'll be saying. The money, the money and success and fame can be bad for some people because you got money, fame, and you got a little power. Everybody is going, everybody is going to do what you say. You can go outside, the sky can be sky blue. You can go outside and say the sky's green today, and everybody with you gonna argue the point. Yeah, the sky's green. We can all see that the sky's blue, but this is the most worst thing that you can have in the music business is yes men. Yes men are the worst things that you can have in the music business. The most worst thing you can have because they'll watch you, and most of your yes men you got to watch a lot of your yes men around you because they want you to crash out because long as they feel like you're not inferior to them, they cool. But once they feel like you got some sort of power over them, they'll let you crash out just to come back down to the surface to where they at. So you got to watch them fake them fake supporters and them fake friends that be around you and let you just do good. You got to touch your niggas. Do some foul shit in front of your niggas to see if they'll G check you. If nobody G check you, you know you got a group of foul niggas around you. Rollo, who the fuck Rollo? Men aren't friends. They be secret haters and opportunists. Yeah, that's a fact. People be straight opportunists. Let me tell you, being in the music business, an opportunist can be your worst enemy because an opportunist don't have no loyalty, and they'll preach the loyalty game to you. They're loyal to like opportunists is loyal to a certain degree, and let me tell you why. They will An opportunist will run with you either to what they get to what they came for, they got it, and they stop messing with you, or they'll step off on you if they think somebody else can do better for them. That's all opportunities is. They got the strongest fake loyalty in the world, but they'll step off on you if they feel somebody else. I've been around a lot of the disloyal people my whole career, and a lot of people will not understand the loyalty in the music business because it's never been none. Everybody's looking for opportunities. Everybody's looking for opportunity. Everybody's looking for a win. So when it comes to that, you just got a whole bunch of crabs in a barrel, and people be saying, yo, the crabs in a barrel effect, right? Let me tell you why it's the crab in a barrel effect. Because soon as one of the crabs get to the top of the barrel, one of the claws is pulling them back in. All y'all going into the pot. That's what people don't understand when it comes to crabs in a barrel. All y'all going into that pot of seasoning and beer, and y'all gonna get ate up. So why pull this nigga out? Cause you pull him in, the nigga that's coming to the crab barrel to go niggas in the pot, he might take your ass first. Y'all all going in the pot. Y'all all gonna see a untimely demise. Cause y'all crabs in a barrel. That's what that metaphor. People don't really understand that metaphor. Y'all all going into that pot. Right on the stove and the beer and the season, the Old Bay, y'all going into that pot. So why trying to pull somebody back into that crab barrel when y'all all going? Into that boo shoe is empty, y'all all going. And that's how the game is. Thanks for the super chat. What up, Darius, Derek, what's going on? I just tuned in, but you get, what you got dreads on? I see it hair dropping. Yeah, it's dropping. Not everybody playing about life. The contract probably was jacked up to the point that he felt it was necessary. Yeah, all due respect and respectfully, I respect that too. But you can't handle music business like a drug deal. You're gonna just end up in prison. Bro, you preaching some BS, you not keeping it real. What's not keeping it real? Y'all want people to remain ignorant. After you touch a certain status of money, you supposed to your mind's supposed to elevate with your finances. You ain't supposed to stay the same thing, same way mentally, physically or financially. So what's the what's the use of making millions of dollars if you still gonna be dumb as fuck in the streets? You ain't never touched that status, bro. I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody. I'm gonna just get you about the chat. Yeah. Why let your man do something, right? Say you a guy with no talent, but you just so happen to luck up to be around somebody that got some talent, and they just so happen to luck up to become rich and famous, right? And they got you around. Instead of you learning something to keep you around in a positive way, you gonna egg on all the shit that's gonna have y'all right back in prison, the cemetery, or back on the block with nothing. So while when you get around a privileged opportunity, you don't take advantage of it in a positive way. What are we supposed to stay? What are we're supposed to remain dumb, deaf, dumb, and blind? Are we supposed to be ignorant? The more money we get, the dumber we get? Nah, it's not supposed to be like that. And there's people that believe that, like, what I've realized being an adult, people don't believe in growth. People want to be uh see you in the same light they always seen you in. You might have seen a kid grow up and he might have been just a square. But he always not gonna be a square. He might be somebody that you might need in life. That's why I never overlooked anybody that I've been acquaintance with, because you never know who somebody gonna be. And I'm from an area where it's a lot of famous people. A lot of people done got their chance, and everybody, like, it seemed like a lot of people from Harlem get their chance, right? But it's what you do with it when you get your chance. How you gonna execute on when somebody do give you an opportunity to win, or you take your own opportunity. But people be wanting to see you in the same. They gonna look at you in the same light. That's like not wanting to see a baby grow. Yeah, the baby's cute and beautiful when they small, but they got to turn to adults and teenagers and preteens and toddlers just like the rest of us did. They got to go through the same growing pains that we going through, but people want to see you and keep you in the same light. People want to see you. Well, you might have grew up with a kid and he always had dirty clothes and he ain't have all the fresh sneakers, but when he grew up, he blew up. Now you can't you don't respect him or you don't like him because he doing well for himself. But what about the days when he was dead fucked up? What about the Easters and the Christmases that he didn't get? And you got to wake up the new Sega Genesis and Jordans and stuff. And he came out in the same boots for the last two winters. And he now he got his coat was hand me down through his brothers and stuff like that. But once he became an adult, he was able to be fortunate enough to take care of himself and put him in a situation to where it was beneficial for him. And niggas be mad at him. This that we gotta break that cycle. Purple frames is fire. Good looking. Appreciate you. Jersey in the building. Did you work with Stack Bundles? Yes, of course I did. What's the topic? What are we talking about? Just turned in. We talking about the Feds raided Pooh Shiesty crib. But what people gotta understand is you gotta protect the money. You gotta protect the money. If you don't protect the money, peace nation. Yeah, people don't people people look at you when people think when you leave the streets and you go get your money somewhere else, you're supposed to return back to the streets. That's not how life works. When you go from the streets to being an executive in some type of way or entrepreneur, there's no reason to take clean money and make it back dirty. Fetty Wap learned the hard way. So successful in the music business, taking care of his whole entourage. What happened? When stove started slowing down, niggas stopped coming around. What happened? You wind up going back to the streets. So you take whatever little proceeds you got from the rap game and you go back to the streets and then you get jammed up. Then after you get jammed up, you coming back after years off a hiatus and not doing no music. By the time you come out, the whole demographics of the sound of music then changed. So now you caught between a rock and a hard place trying to figure out your next approach in this music thing because you done been away for 4 to 5 years and the game have changed since you was here. Like people don't understand, man. Like, yo, bro, when you become an artist, you gotta stay an artist. Don't get in this game and you claim to be an artist, but you really a drug dealer, or you really a gangster, or you just rapping because you think it make money. Stay in whatever lane you gonna stay in, because at the end of the day, don't bring it to the music business, because all you're gonna do is mess it up for the ones that really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring the street shit into the music business, and this is what people do. That's why so many Ricos. I don't understand it. Why you're fortunate to 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 be legit, but you still want to be indoctrinated through street shit. Like the streets don't mean shit to nobody that know anything in life. The streets don't mean nothing. The streets is nothing. The streets ain't a myth. The streets is nothing. Everybody wanna have this lifestyle or name from the streets. Yo, my family was doing this, my family was doing that. When are we gonna break the cycle of wanting to be a street indoctrinated motherfucker instead of being a black entrepreneur? When we gonna stop glorifying being from the streets and getting it from the mud is what it is? Nah, what we need to do is our generation, we need to get it from the mud so none of our kids, grandkids, or future family members have to do anything. If we set the standards and we stand 10 toes down to build the foundation, people, 2, 3 generations of people from this day on can live beautiful if you just put in the work now. Remember, we're not gonna be here forever. So a true man knows he's only worth what his legacy is gonna remind people of. Some people don't have a legacy. Some people have funerals, 3, 4 people might show up and that's it. Go get put in a cemetery, might not ever get visit. But you gotta understand the dynamics of what's going on out here. And when you are fortunate to change your life, you know what I'm saying? God will give you your shot. You've been praying for this shot for so long. He'll grant it to you. All right, I'm gonna give you this shot. Let me see what you do with it. And what you do with it, you piss it off. Going right back to the streets, caring about what the streets think or how the streets need to. The streets ain't shit. The streets don't mean nothing. The streets ain't about, the streets ain't never cared or did right by nobody. All this shit is a big misconception about what the streets is. This shit don't mean nothing. It ain't about who gangster, who got the fastest car, who sold the most bricks. That shit don't mean nothing. It's about living and providing and building legacies and building foundations and strong structures that's gonna be upholded long after you gone off this earth. Yes, real generational wealth. A lo- Lil Durk played himself. A lot of people played themselves due to the fact that they still trying to, you know what I'm saying? They still trying to live a by this code of the street that never meant nothing to nobody. Dirk Pops did over 20 years in prison. Dirk might do over. It's like when you gonna break the cycle? You sat there and watched your dad do a bunch of time and come home. Went to jail when you was a little kid and came home when you was a full grown adult. From right there, it was supposed to be like, yo, when I get this money, I gotta get my niggas out the hood and I gotta structure something for us to change our mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's all about mentality. If you keep the same mentality you did in the streets to when you get successful, you're going back to the streets. It's supposed to be a time in life where you be like, yo, I've been in the streets for so long, it's time for me to rejoice, enjoy my life, take care of mine, and live as long as Allah grant me my days. It shouldn't be like people like get the money and the first thing they want to do is come back to the streets. Like the streets congratulate you or the streets actually celebrate you. Streets never celebrate you. All they do is put you in a state of mind and think people love you and they get close to you and the first thing they do is stab you in the back because they not where you at. People love to see you do good, but just not better than them. And once I got that concept down in my mind, I know it was all about me and mines. Cause nigga be like, nigga, I love nigga be like, yo, congratulations. As long as niggas will celebrate you, as long as they know you are still neck and neck with them or a little under them. Once they see you climbing to the ladder of success, for some people, they whole resentment of you will change. They will start resenting you because they not growing with you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not gonna grow with each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna grow. Everybody's not gonna reach to the same levels at the same time. And knowing that, you just gotta stay on your path and work on what you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? And and if the world thought like that, this would be a better place. Too many people are worried about what other motherfuckers is doing. Yeah, you gotta keep them safe. You gotta protect the money. Yeah. If it's somebody that's the captain of the ship and he the breadwinner and he's making sure, you gotta make sure he's safe. You see that nigga crashing out, you be like, yo, my nigga, you bugging out, bro. We ain't come this far to go back to the block. We trying to go from the block to the boardroom. You trying to become from poor to entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for you to get an opportunity that is damn near 1 in a million to get. When where we coming from poverty-stricken hoods. You know what I'm saying? Some people live under the poverty line. So why would you get a chance to level your life up, to throw it all back to the streets, that the first thing they do after they see you fail is talk about you? They can't wait for you to come back to the block. Yeah, that nigga had it. Yeah, that nigga had everything. All the watches, all the cars, look at him now. Back eating Chinese food with us. Back smoking $25 sevens with us. Look at him. That's the first thing. And they're smiling in your face every day, and they be happy to see you back in the hood. Why? Because you back with them. But they turn on their screen and they see you, or they open up a magazine, they see you, they resent you because you from the same place they from. You just happen to make it. People calling God squares with the circle, the cell, stand them up. Yep. Be around positive people. What's wrong with going legit? I don't know what people be. I don't know what's this indoctrination in people's mind that they feel like going legit is for squares, or go like why would you take some money that's legit to be dirty? That's just like, why would you take a brand new white shirt, right, and throw it in mud? It's the same thing. So why would you take something that's clean and make it dirty? It's gonna get dirty, obviously, over time. But if you purposely like, and you just gotta have a different mentality. That's why you gotta, as you grow, you gotta. It's like a rocket. When a rocket shoot up, by the time it get out the atmospheres in space, so many particles and pieces then fell off. It's only a certain amount of things that's gonna still be connected to that rocket that shot out the sky. It's going to drop as you go up. People are going to drop off because they not growing with you. The only people that's going to level up with you is the people that got your best interests at heart. They not going to let you fail because they know if you fail, they fail. If you succeed, they know they succeed. A true team player knows that. So at all costs, we got to protect the bag. You gotta protect the bag. You gotta keep the bag on its toes. You gotta G-check the bag. You gotta do all that. The money should never make a a person power over you. I don't give a damn if you got more money than money than me. But if I can tell you something that can save you or help you keep your money, I'm gonna tell you. Niggas will see they man about to crash out. And just because they're afraid to speak up, or they're afraid that if they speak up and the nigga that they speaking up against don't agree with what they telling them to do, they mad, they scared. If you scared to tell a nigga something that you're around every day, why the hell are you around him? There's no reason for you to be around this person if you can't tell a person his faults or when he's doing wrong. My bro, yeah, we just talking about Fetty too. Fetty home. Do y'all see? Do y'all see? Fetty's demeanor since he's been home. He's a whole different Fetty Wap. He looks like he's dead serious. Like Fetty, he came home in a whole different, a whole different mentality because he went up and he went down and he realized the people that was there when he was up wasn't there for him when he was down. So when you come home, you have a different perspective on that because you're not allowing anybody to do that same shit to you again. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Fetty, he's a whole different person. He's not so happy-go-lucky no more and this, that, and the third and letting nobody take advantage of him no more. That's how it's gonna be. Everybody gonna experience that, especially in this music business. You're gonna experience the triumph and you're gonna experience the fall. And and watch who around you when you fall. If the nigga that was around you when you had the $1 million and he's still around you when you went back to eating bologna sandwiches and he eating them sandwiches with you, that's the nigga you keep with you. Cause that means he wasn't there for the champagne and the pictures. He was there because he naturally fuck with you and he love you. You know how many niggas blow up, get rich, have the biggest entourage? How many people you think is in touch with MC Hammer out of all those people he took on the road with them? I'm talking about just the call and you like, yo, Hammer, how you doing, man? This is such and such, one of your dancers from back in the day. I just want to make sure you good. I had to reach out and find you just to let you know I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me once in life. How many people you think is still in Hammer's life? How many people you think still in it? Like you can just see it. Like Fab is around a whole different entourage. Jim is around. Mano, like they got certain they got the ones that's gonna be there if they up or if they down. Those is the people that you keep around you. People don't understand that. Not the ones that's around you cause you lit. You know how many niggas used to be around me when shit was rolling? A whole lot. When phone stopped ringing and shit stopped looking lit, niggas wasn't around. They went around. They went to go be around whoever else was in that position. They didn't stay down with me. Only a few niggas would call and check up on me when shit wasn't looking so bright and positive. The same niggas that was smoking my weed up every day and coming to my crib and chilling with me every other day and coming to every show and want to be around me and want to be around the niggas I'm around. Once shit wasn't looking j- like Jiffy Pop no more, niggas wasn't around. So everybody, I feel everybody in the music business should go up and come down just to see how it feels and how you can bounce back from it and what to protect yourself from. There have to be like the reason why niggas that get millions go broke is because the people around them is gonna help you spend the money. They never gonna help you spend the money. I mean, stack the money. They never gonna help you invest the money. They gonna help you spend it as long as it's beneficial for them. It's just like you can't level up overnight. Meaning, say a rapper get $1 million, right? We just gonna see nobody really gets that off top, but just say you a fortunate one and you get $1 million for your pocket, right? It's rare, but let's just say hypothetically, right? You get $1 million, right? Yes, $1 million is a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money when you spending big. So you got $1 million. You be like, yo, I'm gonna get my ice up. So you think you gotta go spend $250,000 on a chain. So instead of just going to get $100,000 worth of jewelry or $50,000 worth of jewelry, some pieces that you can invest with, some plain Jane watches or something that's going to increase with value when you after you bought it. But they'll go spend $250,000 on the chain, right? So what that leaves you with? 750,000, right? Now you want a crib. So instead of getting a little $2,000 apartment and hooking it up until you get rich, what you do? You go in a condo. Condo is 4,500, 4,700 a month. Okay, so you there for 10 months. A year, 100,000 gone. You want to get fresh. You want to get a car. You want a girlfriend. Remember how Bill Cosby broke it down with the monopoly money with Theo? This is the same thing. Once You get $1 million and you think you're gonna live over your means, you will go broke less than a year. Because you think because you got that $1 million, you think, yeah, I can take 3,500 outside with me every day. It ain't even no way to spend that shit. Like the value of money is not the same how it used to be. It's nothing to do. People used to like just come outside just to spend money and be like over like and spend the money with and on the wrong people. Same money you done spend, you come outside and spend pop champagne and take everybody to get lobster dinners and all that. Soon as you go broke, not one of them niggas gonna get you a chopped cheese from Haji's. Word. Gotta protect the bag. I used to tell my man 12, shout out to my man 12. I used to always tell 12, you gotta protect the money, bro. He was a young nigga out here getting to a bag. And I used to tell him, I'd be like, yo, bro, everybody are not fortunate to bust the move. Everybody don't have the resources. And I always tell people, stop saying that, yo, you got the same 24 hours a day I have. Yes, we all have the same 24 hours a day, but we all don't have the same resources and we all don't have the same opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Yes, a person can be granted, a homeless person is granted 24 hours a day. He don't have the opportunities or nothing to get up on his feet without him going through some traumatizing shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a nigga going homeless. Who's checking for him now? He's sleeping on cardboard boxes. He's digging through the garbage for food. This, that, and the third. Who cares about that one? Nobody cares about that one. Nobody cares about that one. But that guy that was laying on in that cardboard box and going through Chick-fil-A garbage and all that, he might have been a millionaire before. You ever seen Brewster's Millions? You ever seen Coming to America with Mortimer? Look, they was rich and all that. Then they went broke. They was sleeping in the garbage. That be real life stuff. It's like if you don't get a grip on your finances when you get some money, you will go broke. And everybody's not granted them golden egg opportunities. Everybody ain't got that Midas touch. So you gotta be mindful of the opportunities that you get. You can't be over living your boundaries. Like right now, I used to, when I was young, I'd be like, yo, I want the mansion, this, that, and the third. It'd be like, yo, I don't even have a family. Like, I don't even, like, I have a daughter, but I don't even have the foundation to where I need a big mansion. I gotta get me a regular townhouse, hook it up, get me some properties and be good. I don't have to, that be the psyched out. You be living in these big cribs, but you can't afford them. Like, you know how many rappers is really broke because they live check to check? You not rich if you live in check to check. Because soon as that check come in, it check goes out. It be niggas that be paying 15,000 a month, $20,000 a month in rent. Not to own, but to rent. If you will buckle down, get your credentials together and get your credit up and all that, you can go put you $20,000, $30,000 on a house and start paying for a mortgage. Renting somebody's house for 20,000 a month, all you doing is buying a house for them when you can be buying the house for yourself. People don't think that. Where you think that $20,000 go to the nigga that you renting his mansion out? It goes to the mortgage. If he don't own it already, word. That mansion shit is a facade. I remember, God bless me and my man Bob, we went to Kamora Lee house one summer, right? She had the indoor pool, the outdoor pool. We got lost in the crib. She had the movie theater. We was walking. I was like, yo, bro, We was sitting in the inside jacuzzi in the inside pool, and we was just smoking. We was vibing. We was like, yo, this is the life. But then we both looked at each other like, yo, bro, is this what this shit is all about? Like, it's cool, it's nice and all that, but do a human really need all of this to feel like he achieved something? Like, I can't just go get me a 3, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom crib and be good. What I need 34 rooms for 18? It just be a mind. It just be a ghetto mind trick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all learn from our mistakes, though. We all learn from our mistakes. Fetty had disloyal niggas around, a bunch of yes men, and not good. He more focused now. Yep, he's definitely more focused now. Once you cut off all the dead energy, you can see it's just like having a jet black tint on your car. Yeah, it might look good from the outside and you can't see what's going in, but take that tint off. You can see clearly. And that's what he did. Fetty took that tint off and he gonna come on and he gonna catch him some more hits. But this time when he catches hits and he catches wealth, he gonna know the do's and the don'ts. That's why I tell everybody, you can't just come in this game and get a bunch of money and think your sanity is gonna be on tech for a nigga that ain't never have nothing for. Like, you from the projects, you from where you was raised on food stamps, and then you obtain $1 million. You gonna buy everything that you want, need, and don't need. I remember, man, I had got a I had got um a check for my solo deal, right? I came outside with $1,000 or more every day just cause I had it. Just cause I had it. I would buy an outfit, wear it one time, fold it up, put it in the dirty clothes, this, that, and the third. I did that for 2, 3 years. And then when I went broke, I was upset at myself because I'm like, look, nigga bought a bunch of shit that I can't even sell right now. I bought a bunch of clothes, bunch of sneakers. The thrill is over once niggas see the outfit. That's the thing with fashion. Should be looking good and all that, but niggas be going out and putting all this high fashion on, all this Gucci and Louis, and once people see it, or they or you wear it on the gram, you be like, I can't wear it no more. But you just spent $7,000 on that jacket. What you mean you can't wear it no more? What you mean you can't wear it no more? This is that's society tricking you. That's that's society thinking you that you need more than what you need. But yeah, man, we almost been here an hour. I appreciate everybody for coming. If you new, hit the subscription. You know we always have. I always bring my little assessment and try to figure out. But man, this shit don't make no sense with Fetty, which Pooh Shiesty going through right now, and especially have your father in your life. Your father's supposed to be smarter than you, but due to the fact that you the breadwinner, your father acting like one of the entourage. Nasty work. That's a fact. Nasty work. You know what I'm saying? One guy I wish was still alive is Rich Homie Quan, cause I used to watch little vlogs and stuff with him and his dad, and it was just like his dad was gave him the right perspective to give a young man that's in the music business. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take this rap money. We're gonna open up some barbershops. We're gonna buy some land. We're gonna buy some properties. We're gonna get into construction. That's what your dad's supposed to be there for at night. Yo, we gonna go ride on these niggas. We gonna tie the nigga up. The niggas, y'all niggas is ignorant. Yo, people love ignorant stuff, bro. People love ignorance. People thrive off of ignorance and failure and negativity every day. People celebrate failure every day, celebrate downfalls and poverty and everything. Ain't y'all tired of that stuff? When are we gonna really when are we gonna really buckle down and really get level up as a people? Fuck a car, chain, or a crib. When we gonna level up as the people? Yeah, they did it. They do it to themselves, man. They do it to themselves, man. All the opportunity, all the money in their world. This niggas out here struggling. Gas up due to the war, all this. And it's just niggas that's out here getting the opportunity to be great. And they just messing it up because they care about what the streets think. They care about they care about making something feel like the streets don't give a fuck about you. The streets don't care. You know what I'm saying? The streets don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about you. So why are you thriving and striving to come back to the streets? But like I said, we've been here for an hour. Hit the like button, hit the subscription. You know, send people over here. We always have good, positive discussions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I promote over here, positive internet energy. I appreciate y'all for pulling up with me tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about some more things, but, you know, everybody have a blessed weekend. You know, we're going to have the Friday night, late night Friday night discussions. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But until next time, I'll see y'all later. 100.